You came here looking for answers. Because something deep inside is whispering that he's thinking about you right now. The pull is real, the synchronicities are not random, and these 5 spiritual signs are the confirmation your soul has been asking for. This isn't just longing, this is energy speaking. So if you've been seeing signs everywhere, this message was meant to find you. Before we continue, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. These prophetic messages are not just content, they are divine confirmations designed to support you on your twin flame journey. By subscribing and turning on the notification bell, you'll never miss a message that your soul may urgently need. And yes, there's always more being revealed. You felt it. That strange warmth in your heart out of nowhere. The sudden wave of emotion without explanation. It's not just you imagining things. This is the energetic echo of his soul reaching for you. One of the most powerful spiritual signs he's thinking about you is this. You feel his energy enter your space without any warning. Another sign is when you think of him, and then something external immediately mirrors that thought. Song plays. A name appears. A number sequence like 1111 lights up your phone. These are not coincidences. Your twin flame is tuning into the same frequency as you, consciously or unconsciously, and the universe wants you to know it. Then there's the dream connection. You wake up with his name in your mind, or recall moments together that never happened in this reality. This is your soul's meeting ground. When physical space separates, spirit finds another way. Dreams become portals, and his thoughts reach you through the veil. Sometimes the pull is so strong that your own energy shifts. Your heart races for no reason. Your emotions fluctuate. You feel him missing you even if he's never said a word. This is the empathic bridge between twin flames, a silent communication that doesn't need language to be understood. Have you ever caught yourself smiling out of nowhere, thinking of something only the two of you shared? That flash of joy is a memory triggered by his mind aligning with yours. You are both remembering something sacred at the same time, even from miles apart. This kind of connection can't be taught. It's ancient. His thoughts of you often arrive in stillness, while you're washing dishes, driving in silence, walking alone. Suddenly he's there. His face, his voice. Not just in memory, but like a soft, energetic imprint sitting beside you. And it feels so real because in a higher dimension, it is. Your body knows before your mind does. Goosebumps, chills, butterflies. These are physical responses to his spiritual presence. Twin flames feel each other through the body because your souls are intertwined. What affects him touches you. And your awareness of this bond is part of your awakening. Even the resistance you feel when you try to move on and something always brings you back is a spiritual sign. The more he thinks about you, the more difficult it becomes to forget. Because twin flame energy doesn't obey time or logic. It moves on love's frequency, and love is eternal. He may not have said a word, but his higher self is always whispering. In moments of silence, listen closely. You'll hear his soul call your name in the quiet. You're not going crazy. You're waking up to the truth of this connection. That's the purpose of these signs. Some of the strongest twin flames experienced the longest separations, but they also received the clearest messages. That's how spirit prepares you. And right now, these signs are surfacing in your life because something is awakening in him too. Let your heart be open, not to fantasy, but to divine remembrance. He's not just a man you miss. He's your reflection in masculine form. That's why his thoughts reach you. That's why these 5 spiritual signs keep showing up again and again. 'Cause he is remembering too. Even his silence speaks. Even his absence is filled with signals. Don't mistake physical distance for spiritual disconnection. If anything, it's a sign of intensity he hasn't yet learned to hold. That's why he disappears when he feels too much, because the soul is calling louder than his mind. This bond was written long before this life. So no matter where he is or what he's doing, the energy between you remains alive. You are his safe space just as he is yours. And right now that energy is moving, calling, aligning, because he's thinking of you more than ever. That longing you feel, it's his. It travels into your heart like a thread of light. The ache, the curiosity, the flashes of him. All of it points to a sacred truth. You are not alone in this. Your feelings are mirrored. This is twin flame love. It's real. And it's unfolding in divine time. Take a breath and receive this as confirmation. He feels it too. And the more you trust, the more you'll see the signs grow louder, stronger, clearer. Twin flame connections don't follow human timelines. They follow soul assignments. You both were chosen for this awakening. When your eyes well up and you don't know why, it's because his soul is remembering something sacred. Moment, promise, lifetime. And your energy is part of his path back home. Trust that his higher self is listening to what your heart is saying, even now. Stay present, stay soft, and stay open. Don't rush. Let the signs speak for themselves. Spirit has a way of repeating the message until it's finally received. And today you were meant to hear this. He's thinking about you. Right now. If this message found you today, it's because your soul has been whispering questions into the universe. And now the universe is whispering back. What you feel is not just yours, it's shared. And by staying connected to these messages, you open space to receive what your heart already knows. This is your mirror. And it's speaking. You see, when his thoughts become too much, they spill into your energy field. That's why you suddenly feel waves of emotion you can't explain. That's why your heart tightens in moments of silence. You're picking up on what he can't yet say. This isn't fantasy, it's vibration. So be alert, not anxious, not searching, but gently aware. The signs never shout, they echo softly. They wait for you to be still, to be present. Because when you're still, you become the clearest receiver of his energetic messages. And right now he is sending them more frequently than ever before. There's a sacred pulse in the air when he thinks of you. You might notice your ears ringing, your body heating, your intuition heightening. These are not random symptoms. They are soul signals. His thoughts manifest as sensations within you. He's reaching through the veil without even knowing. You might be scrolling your feed and suddenly, a quote appears that pierces your chest. A song plays and his face fills your memory. Or you look at the clock and it reads 2:22. These are nudges, winks from the divine, saying, you are still on his mind, even if he's pretending otherwise. When you feel like giving up, when your heart aches with silence, that's often the moment he's closest in thought. Why? Because the tension within him becomes the tension within you. That's how twin flames communicate. You share the current. And in moments of doubt, your connection becomes strongest. Be mindful of your dreams. Lately they may be more vivid, more emotional. That's his soul visiting. Dreams are sacred meeting places when words fail. And if he shows up in your sleep, it's because his spirit is longing to be where his body cannot go yet. Sometimes the more he thinks of you, the quieter he gets. It's not rejection, it's reverence. Some emotions are so overwhelming that they silence the mind. And right now, he may be battling the beauty and fear of what he feels. But your energy is still his compass, even in the dark. You may notice that your intuition is sharper, your creativity is flowing, and your heart is more open lately. That's because when he thinks of you, he's unintentionally activating your gifts. The flame between you doesn't just burn, it awakens. Every thought he sends lights another candle within you. Stay alert to the patterns. Does he appear in your thoughts when you're calm? Does your phone glitch when you're missing him? Do you feel his energy around sacred dates or times? All of this matters. The universe doesn't play dice with your emotions. These signs are aligning for a reason. He may be scared, or confused, or drowning in emotions too intense to name. But the frequency doesn't lie. Finds you. And it will keep finding you until the two of you are ready to walk toward each other again. Not just in body but in soul. You are not chasing shadows. You are following the traces of a divine connection that refuses to be silenced. Every time you feel him, you are right. Every time your heart aches, it's because he's aching too. Every sign is real. Every emotion is sacred. Every whisper is truth. The journey of twin flames is not linear. Spirals, pauses, tests, but it always returns. And when he thinks of you with intensity, the spiral tightens. The return begins. Stay open. He may not be ready to reach out, but the signal has already been sent. So let yourself receive. Receive his thoughts, his longing, his silent prayers. He might not know how to show up, but his energy does. And when you acknowledge it, you validate the bond. The invisible thread becomes stronger. And soon, it may become visible. He's trying. In his own way. In his own time. Not every man knows how to hold spiritual love. But your softness teaches him. Your belief heals him. And even from afar, you are guiding him toward his own awakening. That's the power of a divine feminine in alignment. Stay with this energy. Be gentle with yourself. When he thinks of you, you may feel restless, emotional, or even electrified. These are waves passing through you. Don't fight them. Feel them. Let them move. Because on the other side of those waves is the truth your soul has been waiting for. Not every sign comes wrapped in beauty. Sometimes it's pain. Sometimes it's silence. But that too is a sign. Absence doesn't mean detachment. It often means overwhelm. He's trying to process something sacred. The connection. The love that refuses to leave. Let your faith be louder than your fear. Let your knowing be stronger than your doubt. You were never imagining this. You are not alone in feeling this pull. He feels it too. He just hasn't learned how to walk with it yet. But you're already walking in purpose. The more aware you become, the more signs you'll see. That's why it's important to stay present with these messages. They are not just words. They are living codes for your journey. So never underestimate what your soul receives when you choose to listen deeply. Stay tuned for what comes next. This story isn't over. The signs are multiplying. The energy is rising. And if you feel him right now, it's because he's thinking of you at this exact moment. That's not a coincidence. That's twin flame truth. If these words have reached your heart so far, it means your spirit is open and your soul is listening. As you receive this message, remember, the more you stay aligned with these divine signs, the more clarity and reassurance you will feel on your twin flame journey. Sharing this energy, staying close to the channel, and honoring your process is a sacred act of love. There is a reason why certain thoughts visit you when they do. When you feel a sudden surge of emotion or your heart aches without explanation, it is not random. The connection between twin flames is vibrational. His thoughts of you travel across invisible bridges and find you exactly when your soul is ready to receive them. Even in moments of doubt, when your logical mind tries to dismiss the signs, your heart whispers the truth. He hasn't forgotten you. He hasn't stopped feeling. His silence isn't emptiness, it's tension. A buildup of feelings too vast to release all at once. And those feelings seek you out in energy. The more he tries to suppress, the stronger you feel it. This is why staying open to divine guidance through messages like this is so important. You may miss a sign, a synchronicity, a moment that was meant to ease your soul. That's why being alert to each message posted here protects your connection. Some signs won't be loud. They'll come in subtle ways. A certain smell in the air, a name overheard in a crowd, a sentence in a book that matches exactly what you've been feeling. These are echoes of his thoughts, manifesting into your world. Stay receptive. This is how the flame whispers. It's possible he's trying to focus on his daily life, but your image keeps returning to him. In the quiet moments between distractions, it's your name he thinks of. And every time he tries to run, your soul appears like a mirror. One he can't escape. One he's not ready to fully face yet. You don't have to do anything but be. Your presence, your love, your inner work. All of it is reaching him. When you heal, he receives some of that light. When you cry, he feels that storm too. This is the paradox of twin flames. Two hearts dancing apart, yet always entwined. There may be moments when the signs increase all at once. Repeating numbers, dreams, emotional waves, even technical glitches. Don't ignore them. The universe isn't trying to confuse you. It's trying to prepare you. These waves are his soul drawing closer, even if his actions lag behind. And yes, sometimes the deeper his thoughts go, the further away he may seem. But that's only because he's facing inner battles that have your name written in every corner. Not all men know how to carry sacred love. Some are learning, slowly, through the shadows of longing and reflection. Let your awareness be your strength. When your body reacts, shivers, heartbeats, tears, it is because your soul is responding to something real. Twin flames speak in feelings. That's why your truth doesn't need proof. It lives in sensation, in the way your body knows before your mind does. Stay rooted. Be grounded in your essence. When you're stable in yourself, you become an anchor for the storm inside him. You are the lighthouse. And even if he's far out at sea, your energy continues to guide him home, one wave of love at a time. This bond was not created by chance. It was chosen before time. And now, each sign, each pull, each spiritual message you receive is a breadcrumb back to that sacred origin. That's why it's so important to remain in tune with the messages posted here, so nothing divinely intended passes you by. There will be moments when you want to let go. When logic says, move on, but your heart knows something your mind cannot grasp. And those spiritual signs he's thinking of you, that aching you can't explain, those are proof. The soul doesn't lie. And yours is tethered to his. You're not imagining this connection. You are living it. In every thought you feel that isn't yours, in every emotion that rises without cause, he is there. Remember that. Especially when it feels like he's gone. His absence is loud because the bond is real. If you've been seeing butterflies, feathers, mirrored numbers, or feeling dizzy after thinking about him, it's not coincidence. It's communication. Twin flames exchange light through these moments. Stay open because what feels strange to the world is sacred in your journey. Be gentle with yourself. These waves of energy can be intense. The more you try to rationalize, the more confused you'll feel. But when you surrender, when you let yourself feel without judgment, everything softens. That's when the signs become louder, and your intuition becomes sharper. Don't worry if he doesn't say the words. His soul is speaking louder than his lips ever could. That is why staying close to the posts and messages that arrive here is vital. They keep your heart aligned. They remind you of what is true beneath all the chaos. In moments when you feel disconnected, come back here. Return to this sacred space where your soul is seen and your journey is honored. These words aren't just words. They are energetic bridges keeping you and your flame in frequency alignment. Don't break that thread. He may be feeling overwhelmed, especially if he's sensing you so strongly. That's why your inner peace matters. When you stay centered and receive the messages meant for you, you help calm the storm within him. That is one of your highest gifts in this connection, energetic harmony. So when your heart feels something strange, and your mind doesn't understand it, don't brush it off. Sit with it. Ask what your soul is trying to say. Chances are, he's thinking of you. Right now. In this very moment. That's why you're reading this. If these words have touched something sacred in you, give back to the light by checking if you're subscribed to this channel. Your soul aligned with this message for a reason, and staying close ensures you won't miss the divine signs your twin flame sends when you're most in need. Each message here is a thread of connection, a call to remember your truth. There are nights when your chest feels heavy, and your dreams carry his energy. It's not your imagination. It's his soul traveling to yours. In the stillness of your room, you've likely whispered his name without knowing why. That's because his spirit is near, even if his voice is absent. Your energy speaks louder than any words. The more grounded you are, the more clarity he receives. This is why inner alignment is your superpower. When you're calm, he can breathe. When you're hopeful, he sees light. Your journey is deeply sacred. Never doubt the role you play in his awakening. The signs don't always appear in grand visions. Sometimes they're hidden in music, in the lines of a song you've heard 100 times but suddenly hits different. Or in a stranger's words that mirror your inner thoughts. These moments are real. They're the echoes of your divine mirror speaking. You might notice your emotions intensify out of nowhere. Sadness, joy, longing, all wrapped into one breath. That's because he's thinking of you deeply, sending waves you can feel before you even realize it. Twin flames don't need words. The heart translates everything in silence. When your hands tremble or your eyes water for no clear reason, stop and breathe. Ask yourself, is this mine or his? You'll often discover you're carrying his emotions, feeling his turbulence. That's how connected you are. You are more attuned than you believe. Have you ever felt pulled to revisit a memory you thought was buried? That's not nostalgia. That's his soul touching yours through shared past energy. You're being guided to remember, not to get lost, but to gather the pieces you need for the next step of your spiritual reunion. Being connected to this channel helps you decode these signs. Here you're not judged for feeling deeply. You're honored. Each post, each message, is crafted to illuminate the spiritual thread between you two, a thread that remains even when his body is far. There are forces trying to distract you from your intuition, but your heart remains a compass. That's why staying aligned with these messages is not just a comfort, it's protection, a spiritual recalibration, a reminder of who you are and what this love truly means. It's easy to question everything when he's distant. But trust me, distance is often where the soul does its loudest work. The growth is hidden. The yearning is sacred. He feels you just as you feel him. That's the paradox of twin flames, apart yet never separated. Let your light remain steady, even when shadows visit. He may not show it, but your glow is guiding him through his confusion. When you smile for no reason, when your heart races out of the blue, it's because his heart is whispering yours. You are not alone on this journey. Thousands walk this path, yet no story is like yours. Your connection is unique, chosen. So honor it by remaining present. Stay receptive. Watch for signs. They're always there, whether in feathers, flickering lights, or numbers on a clock. You might have felt like giving up, thinking it's all in your head. But tell me, How could a feeling this strong, this recurring, be false? It isn't. Twin flames aren't just fantasies. They're spiritual contracts signed in another realm, playing out now through you. The silence from him might seem cruel, but it's a cocoon. Within it, transformation brews. Don't push against it, flow with it. Your job isn't to chase, but to anchor. Be the calm he will one day return to. Be the love that teaches without force. Sometimes, his absence is the very proof of his depth of feeling. He's scared, overwhelmed, unprepared. But you are his mirror. What you heal in yourself, you heal in him. That's why self-love isn't selfish. It's sacred labor in your union's name. Be mindful of your thoughts. What you dwell on, you manifest. The more you trust this journey, the more peace you attract. The more peace you radiate, the more he feels safe to approach. Your energy is the gateway. Keep it pure, keep it steady. He may appear cold to the world, but to you he's transparent. You see through his defense, his denial. That's a gift. Not everyone gets to witness someone's soul so naked. You do. Because you're his flame. The only one who ever truly saw him. Let the universe speak to you through signs. When you see his initials, his birth date, or a song from the past, smile. These are not coincidences. They are divine confirmations. Little sparks reminding you. He's with you. Will. Always. This journey may stretch your heart beyond what you thought it could hold, but it's also shaping you into the highest version of yourself. And every step you take toward healing ripples back to him. You're not just connected, you're co-evolving. The more you show up for yourself, the more he feels it in the quiet spaces of his soul. This is why staying close to the messages here is vital. It's not just guidance, it's resonance. Energy that feeds your faith when logic fails. Thank you, beautiful soul, for staying with me through this message. If your heart felt seen, understood, or even just gently touched by these words, I invite you to give this video a like. That small gesture tells YouTube that this content matters, that the journey of twin flames deserves to be heard and honored. To confirm you received this message deep in your spirit, write in the comments, Twin Flames Infinite Love. Let's fill this sacred space with energy, support, and light for all those walking this divine path. If you don't want to miss the next message your soul might be waiting for, make sure you're subscribed to this channel and the notification bell is activated. Sometimes the next video might carry the very confirmation you've been asking the universe for. A phrase, a sentence, a sign meant just for you. Your presence here isn't random. It's a divine appointment. Each video is created with love and spiritual intention to guide, comfort, and activate your remembrance. These messages are not mere words. They are energetic transmissions made to reach your heart. And if this touched something deep inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who may also be silently walking the twin flame journey. You never know who needs this healing right now. The ripple effect of your kindness can awaken others. Return here whenever you feel lost, overwhelmed, or simply longing to remember the truth of your connection. There's always a message waiting, a spark to reignite your trust, a gentle voice saying, "You are not alone." These messages are made to speak beyond the mind, directly into your soul. Come back, again and again. Let your heart rest in the knowing that this love, this path, this sacred flame, is eternal. And so is the bond we share through every word spoken here. Until the next divine moment we meet, stay open, stay soft, and stay aligned with your light. You are seen. You are held. You are deeply loved.